This is Coleman Asher, and you're listening to Radio K, real college radio.
Pay no mind to what's been left behind, to what you hope to find somewhere down the road. Have no fear, don't you shed a tear, try not to disappear into the place of sorrow. It's your choice if you want to hear my voice, if you want to despair or rejoice at all of creation. It's your life, can't know your pain or strife. Why don't you put down the knife? It won't do nobody good. Don't you stress over silly things like success. Expectations only cause distress. But to know that by now, know you yearn. I know your heart does burn. Maybe someday we'll learn how to get along with ourselves. That you're very special. Couldn't make you whole, now you lost control and the pain is incremental. Couldn't make you see who you wanna be, I could only point you up towards space. Couldn't make you smile, at least not for a while, now a permanent scowl's painted on your face. Figure out what it's all about, looking for a fix that'll mend you, and you could never know the perfect time to go when there's nobody left to defend you. Tried to see it through, but you always knew being strong takes too much strength. And though our friends all tried to protect and provide, you kept us all far from arms length. And time it just rolls on, it rolls past the dawn, it rolls fast through the bitter morning. Now it's done, it's done. Tell me, was it fun checking out without a warning? Were you close to God, or did it feel real odd, knowing that the earth kept turning? Without you there, spurning all your cares, staring right at the flames of burning. The flames of burning. At the flames of burning. At the flames of I wanted to do a card trick, but then I remembered we're on the radio, so I don't know if that would really translate. Anyway. So God and the devil are one and the same. The only difference between them's the name. Yeah, one can't seem to exist without the other. They're like twin souls, they're like old brothers who were split at birth by a mischievous mother. Left in the desert to bleed and suffer, call each other by a secret name, to hear our prayers and shoulder our pain. But the two were fused, it's true that they are one, and now they feed the flame of the twisted sun. So the word of man is nothing compared to the tenderness and loving care of communities that look after their own and tend to their needs till they are grown. So the seeds of the future with love are sown, and a love that's pure to all is known. So through your life, please be aware. Pretty words just take up air. Let fly my pretty words just for fun, and release them to the heat of the twisted sun. But bullets will fly and bombs will fall for reasons not so clear to all. Some argue it's in our nature to fight, whether justified or merely out of spite. It's the age-old feud between meekness and might that don't make it fair or right. Oh, when the trumpet sounds, will you heed the call? Through mud and bricks and glass, will you crawl towards pleasant lands of peace? Instead, will you run? Or will you get distracted by the glare of the twisted sun? Stories are important for us to gain each other's respect and trust. Fables and myths, both old and new, are susceptible to not being true, since the fog of time obscures our view, leaves our memories cloudy and blue. So please don't fret or make a big fuss when your rose-tinted past corrodes with rust. I ain't a storyteller, I never claim to be one. I'm just a sad, dejected prophet of the twisted sun. That time you were cool and wise, you never suffered fools with malicious eyes. You didn't cower before the feet of the king and queen. You never told anyone exactly what you mean. You never paid no mind all the vultures in the scene. You kept your nose very clean, and one day that changed, and everyone's surprised. You took off your mask and revealed your disguise, and it shouldn't have come as a shock to anyone. You were strung along like a puppet by that twisted sun. So I'm gonna say this once. I think every politician in the world is a dunce, but they seem to have us all under their thumb. 'Cause people are smart, but crowds are dumb. And don't give up yet, and don't succumb to dreadful apathy's droning hum. Gotta fight it on all the fronts to combat corruption with our own brave stunts. And we can't die yet until the day is won, and we cannot be consumed by the twisted sun. Philosophies and theories insist that a place like heaven cannot exist. Though who's to argue or even critique that we haven't already had ourselves a peek into God's vast mind that many seek, and where Well, I must admit the present's bleak. The notion of God should not be dismissed or torn apart by egoists. And who's to say that the rapture hasn't already begun? I guess we'll know what the death of. Guess we'll know what the death of. Guess we'll know what the death of the twisted song. Check that tune in. I need Terry. He's my guitar tech. Well, I got one more song to play. You're listening to Radio K, Real College. You know the rest. I wrote this song a week ago. The streets all cleared out. There's a kind of stillness. What we witnessed was a damn disgrace. Some go on living with grief too hard to bear. One tries to imagine hope, another hides their face. But that blood won't wash away easy. Those scars won't heal too soon. That woman in the street won't forget her pain. That singer won't play no happy tune. And though we think we know what is wrong and what is right, well, that blood won't wash away easy, not tonight. We pick each other up when the going gets real tough. When time starts speeding past, you gotta hold on to something. We just want a better life. We just want a place to dream. We just want space to grieve. But I'ma tell you one thing. That blood won't wash away easy. Those scars won't heal too soon. That woman in the street won't forget her pain. That singer won't play no happy tune. And though we think we know what is wrong and what is right, well, that blood won't wash away easy, not tonight. So now we're waiting for the dread to pass away. For some it lingers every single night. So mourn the broken past and sing for those who can't. Live to honor truth, live to fight. But that blood won't wash away easy. Those scars won't heal too soon. That woman in the street won't forget that pain. That singer won't play no happy tune. And though we think we know what is wrong and what is right, well, that blood won't wash away easy, not tonight. No, 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 that blood won't wash away easy, not tonight. Well, that blood won't wash away easy, not tonight. Thanks, everybody.
You've been listening to Coleman Asher live in Studio K. We're going to kick it back to the DJ for a little song, and then we'll be back with an interview on Radio K, Real College Radio.